Hello everyone, it's John. Oh dear. Now, I've got all sorts of problems now. I've got my friend Paul's dog howling in the background, and of course Pippin decides that he's going to have to go and have a howl too, don't you? Why do you got to go have a howl for? Hmm? You're not going to help anything, are you? What's that going to do? What's barking going to help? Nothing. No. Anyway, so today's video I thought that I would have a look at is board games. So for this year, I use the Board Game Stats app, which I've been using for, well, quite a few years now. And so I would, at this stage, like to share the games that I've played over this year. So, having a look at what the app has recorded, I've had 268 plays this year. So that's, I suppose, quite a few. I could probably knock probably 100 of those games off as online, so I probably wouldn't really count those. They were more things, because I haven't included Carcassonne and Splendor, because they were two games that I played quite regularly online against online opponents, so they've inflated the figures for the games that I've played. So I've not really included those as, I suppose, board games, even though they are. I've played against 18 real-life people, which is quite good. I've played 67 games, so that's been good. Over 104 days this year, so that is quite a lot. So I think that includes the days that I logged for my online. Oh, yeah. You must forgive me. My medication has literally put me into sleep mode almost 24 hours a day now. So if I start yawning, please do forgive me. So 104 days, so probably half of those might be online, so I really wouldn't count those. And it says here that 6% of the games that I played were games that have come from my own collection. So, yeah. All right. So, what were the games that I've played? This will be the interesting thing. So, whether or not, yeah. So, Century Spice Road. I really do like this game. It's a pity that it only plays up to. It only plays up to what does it play to? I can't remember now. 5. 6 would be better, but 5's just as good. It's one where we really do find trying to get the engine with the cards is a lot of fun, and I'd like to get. Oh yeah, so sorry. I really would like to play more games of this. This is certainly a game that I find is one of my favourites with playing. Another one that I've played has been Paladins. Now I know that I think we had 3 games of this year. However, the one that that I've obviously not shown because I don't actually have a copy of it is Raiders. Raiders is the one that actually is the more popular one, and I must admit I do like Raiders of the North Sea myself, certainly as a better engine with the worker placement in that. So it's a really good. I think who was it? Shem Phillips is a really good designer. I certainly like all his games. So if I could see them in shops more often, I'd certainly get the rest of them. But they're certainly here in Brisbane, they're rather difficult to get. They might be okay if you're in Melbourne and Sydney, but no, that's the southerners for you. Anyway, so next up is sequence. We've really, from family perspective, we've really enjoyed sequence. Sequence has been really good. My son is really good at this, and my wife enjoys it as well. She's I think the last game we played, she was going, hurry up, stop taking your time. So it's quite a really good game. We've enjoyed it from a family perspective. That's been a lot of fun. And talking about also with the family, they've enjoyed Red Dragon Inn. So Red Dragon Inn has been another one that's been really popular. Particularly, I was surprised my wife took to this like a duck to water. She liked the concept of she liked the gambling aspect. She liked particularly making people drink. And again, my son was very competitive with that game. So it was a really fun game. So it was well appreciated. So yeah. On to this one here. This is another one that is really popular with the crew. We find this one is challenging. Well, not so much challenging, but you know what everybody can do and how each person decides to interpret the dice rolls is so much fun. And every game, you know, we just find the capacity to, you know, you roll the dice, you draw your tracks and try and, you know, join everything up, and then you find, oh, I've done the wrong thing. I should have chosen this one or chosen that direction, and it really does become it's a really good game. So. Really good with family and for non-gamers as well. So yeah, thoroughly good. And of course, talking about I guess non-gamers as well was Bang the Dice game. That's another one I found was good with my family, with my son and. My daughter and her partner, we found this was so much fun with guessing who's who and shooting people, and it was a lot of fun. And of course, Pippin's popping up to see what all the excitement in that is about. But yeah, Bang the Dice game is just so much fun rolling dice and trying to guess who's who, and yeah. A really good game, really good. Now getting down to Patchwork was another one that we found was, of course, only being 2-player is obviously an issue, but for 2-player it's really a lot of fun with trying to fill in grids. It like Berrin Park, there's a couple of others that I've gotten that are I've just picked up Calico and Isle of Cats, and I think I'm looking at My City. So there's quite a few sort of Tetris style games that I've taken an interest in these days. So you know, Patchwork is quite good, and I believe there's an app, or there's something through Steam. I think you can get a game for it to play, so it's quite good. Yeah, Patchwork, excellent. Hello, what you doing? Got an itch. King Domino was another one that is really popular with the wife and the family, and the fact that everybody could understand how to play the game, and you know, it's still just tile placement and maximising your points. So King Domino was another one that was played quite often, and is quite popular. Undaunted. Dad asked me why I couldn't think of what it was called. Yeah, so Undaunted. This one, the game mechanics work out so well. I've played, I think, through almost half the campaign with a friend. Of course, the problem is it's only 2-player. I'm still waiting for my friend who was supposedly to get in the North Africa one for me, but I don't know what's happened to that. That's it's gone walkie somewhere. I hope he hasn't sold it. So that's a good game. Well worth it. Game mechanics simple, and as I said, I think I've played over half, so that's about six or seven scenarios I think we've played out of, I think there's 12. Can't remember, but replayability on this is quite good, so highly recommend. And the last game that I'm going to look at that is just a lot of fun is Flamie Rouge. Bicycle racing. Love it. It's so much fun. It's so simple. Even my wife picked this one up the first time we played. My son was competitive. I honestly thought he wasn't going to win this game, and even though I got over the finish line first, he managed to get over further and won when we played last. But this is a really good game. If you can get the expansions, they're even better. They add weather, they add cobblestones and a few other bits and pieces. So this is well and truly worth it. The replayability on this is just spectacular. So, but yeah, there you go. They're my, I think that was 10 games from my year of all the games that I've played. I could have picked more, but they were the ones, you know, there were, how many did I say there were? 67? Was it 67? Yeah, 67 games I played, but obviously there were a lot that I played, you know, one of. There was, what was it, Carnival of Monsters, was, you know, I really liked that. Actually, we just played that the last week, but yeah. So, look, thank you very much, everybody. Are you going to say goodbye? No. He's far too tired and far too lazy. Come on, it's end of the year. Come here. Come here. Oh, come on, mate. Oh, he's giving me a filthy look now. Oh, dear. Now, you're going to say goodbye. This is our last one for 2020. You going to say goodbye to everybody? You going to say goodbye to me? He's not impressed. You can see, look at that unimpressed face. Hey? Oh, my best man. Hey? You want to go back to sleep, do you? You want to go back to sleep? Anyway. Alright, well look, thank you very much everybody for watching me for 2020. Hopefully I'll be here for 2021. Who knows? The vagaries of my life are always what they are. So from Pippin and I, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you when we see you.